Hello everybody, this is House Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Yakuza 3 Remastered. In the previous episode, we were having some trouble at home. Apparently, one of our kids is getting bullied, and unfortunately the bully is the teacher's kid. So, bit of a problem here. While we do have a means of meeting a city councilman who, might be able to help us in that situation. There are a lot of sub-stories we need to take care of. Well, need is a bit of a strong word there, but we're going to want to because sub-stories are going to be a big way that we get experience points and some cash that we need. Now, first one requires a bit of setup, and unfortunately I can't seem to cut down this alleyway. Unfortunate. See that guy just standing there on the corner looking around? That's one of the ways you can tell if somebody's going to cause you trouble. Now, thankfully, I can just avoid him. There is... this one. Let's save that for another time. Let's see, where we want to go is the bar called Aqua Sky. Now, before we can even start this subquest, we need to play some ball. Billiards, to be specific. You can enjoy a game of pool for 800 yen. Yep, and we need to play and win 3 of them. Let's go with the beginner. I'm not sure if the AI is any different from when it was in Yakuza 0, where it basically cheated and won. Player 1, press a button on the input device. Yeah. Select the game you want to play, 9-ball. Yep, it's got to be 3 games of 9-ball, which is different from the usual game of billiards. Because in this instance, you're not just doing stripes versus solids, you have to kind of sync them in order to win. Banking. And of course, first time you play a game, there's going to be a lengthy tutorial. Tutorial, how to play pool. Pool is a game where the players use cue sticks to strike a white cue ball and knock other balls into the pockets. Before playing, you must decide who goes first. Each player strikes the cue ball. The player whose ball stops closest to them goes first. However, the ball must hit the opposing cushion once in order to be counted. Shot controls, yeah, move the right stick back. That's not me doing it, that's the game demonstrating. Drawing the cue stick back further will increase the power of the shot. You don't say. Move forward to execute the shot. Now, let's give it a try. Oh. Alright, I get to go first. The break shot. Basically the one that forces, breaks the balls apart.
Yakuza.
Shot angle. First choose the angle to strike the cue ball. Use it to adjust the angle. And thankfully there is a handy dandy guide that'll show you how the ball will bounce around. Use the right stick to adjust the camera angle to decide on a striking angle. Y for an overhead view, which honestly I would just recommend using at all times. Adjust the camera angle to find the best possible shot angle. After choosing an angle, press A to enter shot mode. Just like before, adjust the power of the shot. Straight back towards you is the key to making accurate shots. In shot mode, you can use, to adjust the impact point. Where you strike the ball will kind of determine how it goes around, but the game doesn't show you how it affects it. If the impact point is off-center, the strike will put a spin on the ball. Now, let's give it a try. Yeah, break shot, I'm not going to be doing anything fancy, just a straight shot. Okay, we pocketed 1. And that hopefully doesn't count against us. But because we sunk one, we get to go again. You know, standard billiards. I should be able to sink it from here. Nope. Oh, nah. Nah. Now, from what I can tell of 9-ball, you do have to strike the one that is next in line. And here it comes. Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink. Okay, easy shot, but I also have to be careful to not accidentally sink the cue ball. Because that would count against... Are you kidding me? Me. I hate it when that happens. And bear in mind, this is against the beginner AI. We pocketed the 9-ball. Yeah, okay, we get it. And I guess because he pocketed it, it wins. I guess assuming that you strike the 9-ball? Or because he struck the 3 and it somehow led to the 9-ball falling, he caused him an automatic win? I still don't fully get it. But yeah, beginner AI, and somehow it just won with a lucky shot. But I have to actually win 3 games in order to get the sub-story going. That one was a little hard. Yeah, too hard. There's some other way I can strike the 2. And no. Oh, and that was a scratch, which means he can place the ball wherever he wants. Yeah, okay, I don't need a replay. Let me guess, that's an automatic win for him. Again, this is the beginner AI.
Yakuza.
Slow down, slow down, slow down. Alright, we're good. Yeah, I don't need the animations. see if I can bank it off the side of this. There we go. Oh, come on! Yep, here it goes. Oh, come on. You know, I hate this, but it's honestly not the thing that I hate the most about this. Or not the thing that I have the most trouble with on this game. Hitting it from there should get it in. Or not. Or it'll just perfectly set it up for him to win. No, at that point I might as well just hit it here. That's just gonna bounce off the corner if I hit it dead on. Finally! If I can get these last three, I should still win this. Nope. And he's won. Again. Oh, maybe not. I'm not trying to be fancy about it, I'm just trying to hit the ball at an angle that could theoretically send it. into that corner pocket. Assuming it doesn't just miss entirely. And it's a foul because I didn't hit it at all. Yippee! I hate this game. Yeah, okay, I don't need to see it 50 times. Alright, I'll be back after I have won 3 games. Okay, I've been playing far too many games, and I've only won 1 so far. Last game, I don't even want to know how long it took, but I'm up to half an hour of recorded footage, most of which I'm going to have to cut away. So, I got no idea what I'm going to do. I'm probably just going to try and get this in between recording sessions. And to come back for the sub-story. But good God. Anyways. Yeah. I've also heard some advice that apparently it's a good idea to try and to just drop the difficulty down to easy. Which, honestly, I'm kind of thinking of doing. I haven't done it, but I'm thinking of it. Because apparently this... Yeah, this game is a pain at times. See... My presentation went great. Time to celebrate with some Tantaka-tan. Oh, is that the shochu made from perilla leaves? All the girls at the office are obsessed with it. We usually mix it with cranberry juice. You know, we should get the team together and head down to a bar. Good idea. Everyone's been working so hard lately, after all. Might be nice to take a night off. Well then, let's get going. Mind giving everyone at the company a call? Tantakatan, huh? I should remember this when I'm over at the Cabaret Club. Ah yes, the Cabaret Club. Ugh. Now let's see. Karyushi Arcade. Where the heck is that? It's not anywhere on here. Lovely. Go down Karyushi Arcade and spot a young woman wearing overalls and a pink shirt. Well, unless that's meant to be a map. Yep, right there. Okay. Oh, God. Like I said, this is by far my least favorite of the Yakuzas. Oh, there she is. Hey, you're not from Okinawa, are you? Did you come here from Tokyo? Yeah. I knew it. I've never seen anyone from Okinawa wear expensive leather shoes with pointy toes like that. Can you really tell where I'm from just by my shoes? Never mind that. Anyway, I've always wanted to visit Tokyo. Maybe you could tell me about it? I'll get you something to make up for it, promise. Sure, why not? Sure, I guess I could spare a few minutes. Yay! There's a bar I like right near here, so let's grab some drinks and talk away. I'm Keita... Oh, I know this music. Ugh. I'm Keita Nia. You can just call me Cade. I'm Kiryu. I used to live in Kamurocho, if you've heard of it. It's one of the seedier parts of Tokyo. Nope, definitely don't know it. I'm so jealous, though. The closest I've ever gotten was a field trip to Kyoto. And I mean, there's so much to love about Tokyo, right? All we've got here in Okinawa is fish and salty air. I don't know, I think Okinawa has its charms. But it's nothing compared to Tokyo. Ah, gee, I sure wish I could live up there. But I guess just hearing about it is a good start for now. Sure, what did you want to know? Well, if I'm gonna move up there, I would have to find a place to live, right? How much is rent? The answers don't really matter. About 60,000 yen if you're out in the suburbs. Well, if you don't mind living in the suburbs, you can find decent apartments for about 60,000 yen. Oh, that's actually not so bad. When you say suburbs, you're talking like one town over from Kamurocho, right? More like an hour away. The only way to get rent that cheap is to live pretty far from the city. An hour? That's like not even in Tokyo anymore. Anyway, next question. If I do end up living in Tokyo, should I bring my car with me? Everyone's always driving around the city on TV and stuff. I'd never be able to shop without a car anyway. Plus, how would I even get around? I drove into town today, after all. Yeah, parking fees are expensive in Tokyo. Car? Parking fees are pretty expensive in Tokyo, you know. How bad could it be? Like 3,000 a month? I could manage that, no problem. Hardly. It'd be more like 30,000. What? It's practically what I'd be paying for rent. Or do people just live out of their cars in Tokyo? Oh, there you are, Cade. I knew I'd find you here. Oh, Momiji-chan. You sure do know me well. It's not hard to guess when you always go to the same bar. So, who's this? This is Kiryu-san. He's from Tokyo. We were just chatting. You're still thinking about moving? I'm sorry about my friend here, sir. She's so starstruck by the big city. I keep trying to tell her that she won't last a minute up in Tokyo, but she refuses to listen. That's not true. I can do it if I try, you know. Please, Kiryu-san, you know Tokyo best. Tell her why it would be such a bad idea. Your friend is right, Cade. Your friend's right, Cade. It won't be easy. See? He's from Tokyo, and even he agrees with me. But still, I won't know unless I try. Besides, I really want to give it a shot. It might be tough, but if you're really that dead set on it, there's no point stopping you. But I know you're worried. But if Cade never gets the chance to do what she wants, she might end up resenting you for it. I'll manage, don't worry. And if I need help, I'll just give Kiryu-san a call. What? Is that okay? Well, I did tell you to go. Here's my number. Give me a ring if you ever need a hand. Wow, thanks. It's not much, but take these. Take this. You got a Soki burger set. Okay, we're gonna go now. I'll take care of the tab. Sounds like Cade will end up in Tokyo before too long. 2,000 XP? That's something at the very least out of all this. Now then, we have to go all the way back to that area. And this is one of the other problems I have with sub-story. Well, yeah, with sub-stories in Yakuza 3 is that none of them are really connected to one another in a way. Well, let me rephrase that. For example, the next story has nothing to do with the previous one, but you have to have completed it in order to do it. And they share no connection in characters or anything whatsoever. Oh, hey, it's Kiwami Bob. Although I guess he's not Kiwami Bob because this isn't a Kiwami game. Here, take some extra mode items. What does that mean exactly? It's probably better if you didn't ask. Stamina and Royale, Tarna ++, Toughness Emperor, Collapsible Hammer, Fearless Binding. Don't go losing this now. I can't give you more than one. Rules and restrictions, you see. My hands are a little tied here. Come on, just spit it out already. You must be... What's that? Couldn't hear you. Speak up if you have something to say. No? You don't? Okay then. Come back some other time. Seriously. Scram. Well, guess we got some items. Fearless Binding. This binding is for those who understand what it means to be a family man. Alright, that's something at the very least. Anyways, we gotta head back to that area. Nope, not stopping for you. Stop giving me the runaround, man. You're in the wrong here for owning all this money. And now you're gonna pay. Please, not my awamori. It's the only thing keeping my family going. Fine, then I'll just take the land you're sitting on instead. Bring out the deed, now. What? My ancestors established this distillery generations ago. I can't just hand it over like that. Indeed, huh? Yeah, maybe this has something to do with that resort development deal. What's going on here? You mentioned a land deed? Please help me. This guy's after my awamori.
Huh?
I don't know who you are or where you came from, but you better stay out of our business. If this has got something to do with the resort development, then I'm afraid it is my business too. I've taken somewhat of an interest in that issue. Huh? I ain't talking about any resort. This chump owes me a fat stack of cash. I was just telling him if he can't pay up, then he can make good on his debt by giving me the deed to his land. So that's what this is about. Ugh, this is going nowhere. I'll let you off the hook today. Either pay up in full or bring me that deed. Your choice. Thank you so much. You saved me from that brute. Not really. It sounds like you're still gonna have to pay off that debt. Yes, of course. I did borrow all that money after all. But I didn't have a choice. If I hadn't taken out that loan, the distillery would have gone belly up. You run a distillery? That's right. There's a bar nearby where we make our own local spirits. Awamori, if you've ever heard of it. Oh, and my name's Matsushima. Kiryu. Good meeting you, Kiryu-san. A few years back, I borrowed 20 mil to try and expand my business. Compete with the other big distilleries in town, you know. And I take it the investment didn't pay off. Actually, it was a resounding success. But we age our awamori for years to create the perfect flavor. Turns out the deadline to pay back those loans came around while this most recent batch is still aging. When was the deadline? It's actually not for another year still, but now they're saying if I don't pay back the full 20 mil in a week, I'm gonna have to hand over the distillery. That's absurd. Don't you have a contract? About that. I looked over the fine print and it did say the lender has the right to demand repayment before the deadline. That's how they get you. Still, only a week. They must really be in a hurry. If only I had another year. I could pay it back for sure. What do you mean? Oh, that's when the awamori will be ready for market. I'll be able to pay off my debt, no questions asked. I tried to explain that to the loan shark, but he kept insisting I pay them right now. Maybe if I could find that heirloom Grandpa told me about. What's this about an heirloom? Oh, just something my grandfather mentioned on his deathbed. He said if I was ever in trouble, I could sell our extremely valuable family heirloom for extra cash. I don't have the slightest idea where it is, or if it even exists for that matter. I've heard that story before. Most family heirlooms don't end up being the windfalls people expect them to be. Oh, why don't you talk to that loan shark again? Try to explain your current situation. That might be better than putting all your eggs in this heirloom basket. He already knows my situation. That's why he's demanding I pay now. He just wants to steal the distillery from me, and the stock of awamori we have aging. That'll net him way more than just the 20 million I owe him. That must have been his goal from the beginning, then. Set up the contract, then go back on it and take not just the distillery, but the booze, too. Ugh. Family heirloom's my only hope. Apparently it's buried somewhere on the beach near some orphanage. Evening Pride, I think it's called. Something like that. Wait, you mean Morning Glory? Oh yeah, that's the one. You know it? Know it. I run the place. Never guessed there'd be buried treasure nearby, though. Oh, what luck! Fate must have brought us together. Please, would you consider helping me find this precious heirloom? I'll make it worth your time, I promise. Now, let's save your distillery. Awamori is an essential part of Okinawan culture, so I won't just stand by while you get threatened. Let's find that heirloom. Oh, thank you so much. I can't believe you're really so willing to help a stranger like me. You're too kind. Thank me once we've found the thing. So, do you have any other clues that could help us find this heirloom? I do, actually. Our family's had a special song that tells us where the heirloom is hidden. The sound of crashing waves upon the sand, so hot a golden foam flows over the secret turtle's spot. The sound of crashing waves must mean it's near the ocean. Makes sense. That would be the beach in front of Morning Glory. Yeah, that's definitely the place my grandpa mentioned to me. The problem is the second line. Golden foam flows over the sacred turtle's spot. I think golden and turtle must be big hints, but I've got no clue as to what it means. Me neither. For now, I guess let's take a look near Morning Glory. Yes, let's do that. Would you mind waiting here a moment before we head out? Why? I need to check on some of the awamori in the distillery to make sure it's all aging properly. When you're in the middle of this situation, you sure are passionate about your work. I may not make the best business decisions, but I'm damn good at making fine alcohol. In that case, stay here and keep an eye on your stock. I'll go look for the treasure on my own. Thanks for being so understanding. If you find anything, please, just call my cell. My number is 555-292-6674. That's 555-AWAMORI, if you couldn't tell. Right, I'll let you know what I find. Alrighty then, back to morning glory, I suppose. Screw it. I need to get in a fight and lose some health anyways for another sub-story. No more. Here, now leave me alone, I'm begging you. Well, that at least makes up for the money I spent at the bar. Where do you want to go? Morning Glory Station. Let's meet at Turtle Rock after school tomorrow. Okay, what are we going to play? Turtle Rock, huh? I believe. Let's see. Go to the west side of the beach, run on the rocks until you get a look prompt. No, wait, this is the east side. Wrong way. What's this? Yeah. Ah, here we are. I guess it does look a bit like a turtle. I guess. Better give Matsushima a call. Hello, Matsushima speaking. It's Kiryu. I found a rock on the beach that looks like a turtle. What? Really? Yeah, it's out in front of Morning Glory. Come see for yourself. Of course, I'll be right there. I guess it does look like a turtle. If this is the one mentioned in the song, then this is the sacred turtle spot. The treasure's gotta be right under this rock. Lend me a hand, Kiryu-san. It's digging time. Let's do this. Here goes nothing. Oh, I see something. Keep digging. Can't back down now. I think it's some sort of pot. Please, keep digging. You're mine, treasure. What the? There it is, Kiryu-san. An awamori pot? I see. The golden foam must have meant awamori foam. After all, top-notch awamori produces a beautiful head of foam when you distill it. So this big family heirloom you were after is just a bottle of liquor? I don't think this will help you pay off that debt. Don't you see, Kiryu-san? This isn't any old bottle of liquor. It's an extremely old bottle of liquor. This awamori was distilled in the 9th year of the Meiji era, which makes it over 130 years old. 130 years, huh? I'm not sure it's the miracle you seem to think it is. But it is, it is. Right now, the oldest intact Awamori in the whole world is just 140. We're nipping at their heels. Can't put a price tag on a vintage like that. So your ancestors crafted this masterpiece, then buried it to keep it safe. No wonder your family treated it like some kind of sacred treasure. Because all its years have been spent underground, it's extremely well preserved. I don't see any cracks either. Still, I'm not sure it's worth the 20 million I owe. Huh? Hey, Matsushima, you trying to skip town or something? Eep! Don't tell me you followed me here. What's that you got there, huh? An Awamori pot? Well, the truth is, you shitting me? 130 years old. Assuming the date etched on the pot is correct, yes. How about that? My boss is always going on about wanting to get his hands on a 100-year-old vintage. Is that why you're after my distillery? Heh, you could say that. But hey, I got a deal for you. Hand over the Awamori, and we're all square on your debt. Huh? You'd walk away from 20 million yen just like that? The boss was going to use that cash to buy a pot of vintage anyway. Doing this way cuts out the middleman. And besides, you can't exactly buy a 130-year-old Awamori on the market, no matter how much cash you got. So the way I look at it, this is a pretty sweet deal. Huh. Your boss must really love this stuff. Oh, you bet. That's the only reason I know all this shit. You know, Matsushima-san, I know it might not mean much coming from me, but you really do make the best Awamori. You really think so? Oh, yeah. From now on, I want you to stop borrowing from shady fellas like me. Get yourself a solid business plan and leave all this debt nonsense behind, you hear? I will. In the meantime, get that baby over to our office. We'll settle your debt right then and there. I can't believe it. I saved my distillery. It's all thanks to you, Kiryu-san. Thank you so much. You should be thanking the ancestors who buried that pot of Awamori. Here, take this. It's a special little something I found collecting dust in our family store. You'll make way better use of it than I ever would. It didn't really do that much, but okay. You got a Shisa belt. Well, I've got to go deliver this. Hope I see you around sometime. Alright. Let's take a look at that Shisa belt. And it's an accessory, alright. Equip all 3 Shisa items to gain Blessing of the Shisa and increase your defense. Well, I've only got 1 so far, so that's gonna have to make do. Finally got so much time left. I know we haven't hit the hour mark, especially with editing out those attempts at pool. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. First things first. We're gonna hit up Waraba Okinawa Soba. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Okinawan Soba. Because we need to eat there at least twice to get their sub-story going. But you can't eat anything if you are at full health. You could grab up some worms from Morning Glory and eat those to lower your health. These guys block way too often. You're too strong. I screwed up big time. Hope I didn't mess up your clothes or anything. Here, this should cover the cleaning costs. Sorry. Regular old $5 grand, huh? And the problem is, I don't know how much this is gonna heal me. Yeah, full heal, even on the cheapest one. Alright, well, this last sub-story I want to take care of is, well, gonna end in a fight, as most of them do. I mean, unless I get into a fight on the way there. Oh, never mind. Come on. Jeez, have I really taken all the others out already? Come on, get up. Hit me. Hit me! Come on, hit me! Stop dancing around and just hit me! Thank you. Wet brand cutter. Also, I can upgrade some of my abilities. Let's see. Stability and be knocked down when in heat mode. Increase maximum heat gauge. Brutal slam, where you slam one enemy down on the ground of an... Yeah, I'll go for this one. The heat one is more situational. And seeing as how I've taken damage, I may as well go back. Okay, now we need to head near Karaoken. We'll see a bunch of guys walking around. And we actually want to bump into them. Where Karaoken is, I'm not 100% certain. I believe it's... Well, that's Shogi. There it is. Oh boy, ignore this guy for now, because his whole story is going to require an entire episode in and of itself. Let's see, somewhere around here we'll see a bunch of street... There they are. Ow! Oh, it hurts! What? Hey, watch where you're going, jackass. Huh? You go walking around Hatsumachi and act like you haven't heard of us? You better learn who you're screwing with, asshole. Aren't you kind of overreacting? We barely touched each other. You alright, Aniki? What's wrong? You break a bone or something? My shoulder. I think I got a compound fracture. The pain. Oh, the pain. This old scam. Sorry, pal, but this just got serious. Our Aniki's hurt real bad. This is all your fault, clumsy ass. What do you got to say for yourself? I don't have time for your little game. Ain't you got a conscience, pal? You broke his damn shoulder. We really ought to sue you for the hospital bill, but we ain't no savages. How about you just hand over 10 grand and we call it even? Let me think. No. Sorry, but I'm not giving you a single yen. What are you, stupid? After we were nice enough to give you a chance to settle out of court? Oh, your shoulder seems fine now. Now you're just effing with us. We're gonna send you floating down the Kubochi River. Yeesh, even the game doesn't take these guys seriously. You done? We're sorry. We must have been confused. Hey, I think getting hit fixed my shoulder. Oh, really, Ed? Did you hear that, mister? You fixed his shoulder. We hope this covers your troubles. You got 10,000 yen. I got more from beating up a random street thug than I did these guys. Well, gotta be going. 2,000 XP. Yay. Now, normally I would want to make these an hour, but because of all the time I wasted trying to set up that one, I don't have as much time as I would like. Because, for those who don't know, because I changed shifts, I'm trying to record these before work, rather than trying to do it over the weekend, because I no longer have the 3 days off. So I've got a limited time to do that before I have to get ready for work. So I'm unfortunately going to have to cut this episode short. Oh boy. But anyways, with that I'm going to end things off here for today. Anyways, if you guys like what you see, please leave a like, subscribe for future content, don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notifications when I upload, and please, leave a comment down below this video. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching.